I'm going to show you how to make a single crochet and increase crochet and an invisible decrease crochet, which are all stitches that you will use in almost any amigurumi project. This is your working yarn right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our hook, which has our single working loop on it. We're going to go into the next stitch and then pull up a single loop of yarn. And so now we have two loops right here, and to complete the single crochet we're going to pull through again. That is a single crochet. So into the stitch, pull up a loop, make another loop and pull it through. That right there, single crochet going into your pattern. And so an increased crochet is exactly the same thing, but twice, as you're going to be putting two stitches into the upcoming stitch. So if it were to say that I needed to do an increased crochet right here, an increased stitch, it will tell you whether it's a single crochet or what type of stitch it is in the pattern. But if it says an increased single crochet, this is what I'm going to show you. Again, you've got your working yarn or your working loop here. You're going to go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, and then loop around and pull through. So we have one single crochet right here in this stitch, and we need to do an increase. So you can see that this is where it goes in, and we're going to go into the exact same hole, which should actually be easier to find since it currently has a stitch put into it. Do the same thing, pull up, loop, and pull through. So we now have an increase, and you can go crochet decrease stitch, otherwise known as like an invisible decrease stitch. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to take these two stitches right here where my thumbs are, and we're going to stitch them together. You can see that we have the front loop and the back loop of both of these stitches. All we care about when we're doing an invisible decrease is the front loop. So we're going to go into just the front loop, wiggle that hook in there through the middle of those two loops of this stitch, and then I like to spin my loop and use that hook to do the exact same thing on the next stitch. So what I have here on my hook right now is my working loop, the front loop of the first stitch, and the front loop of the second stitch. Wiggle it in there, pull up a new loop, or loop around for new loop. You're going to pull this new loop through the front loops of the two stitches. So now it looks just like it would if we had just a single crochet we were working on. And we have pulled these two stitches together. We've got two loops on our hook, and we're going to pull through with another loop. And now those two stitches have been pulled together invisibly.